Welcome back. If you're just joining, it's trending o'clock. You know how we do it right here. We'll talk about all the trending issues and just on the internet, and of course, give our opinions about them. I am Mercy Irabo, and you know, once it's trending, I can never be alone in the studio. So, who is joining us today? Mr. Michael Gubadia. Mr. Michael, thank you for always joining me on
Well, it's
trending.
always a Wednesday lovely edition of Trending, and I know a lot will trend on today's
Yes, a
edition.
whole lot. So without wasting much time, let's just go straight into it. Yeah, the Enugu State Police Command has arrested a man identified as Ozioma Okonkwo for allegedly defiling his two biological daughters, aged 2 and 5. According to reports, the shocking incident came to light after neighbors raised an alarm over the children's condition. The police swiftly intervened and the suspect is now in custody while investigations continue. This heartbreaking case has triggered widespread condemnation from child rights advocates, with many calling for strict justice and better protection for minors across the states. Well, this is a very sad, disheartening story. And I just ask myself, how do fathers do this? These are minors that you are supposed to protect, and you're doing this to your own daughters, your own biological daughters. Like, is this a form of a spell, a spiritual spell, or whatever? I don't know, because I don't really think someone in his correct senses will carry out such acts. So maybe first thing they should do is evaluate him mentally. Yeah, I think he needs a medical evaluation, Mr. Michael.
Well, for me, I feel it's sacrilege to God and to man
Yeah.
what he did. And it's not just a matter of evaluation. You know, some persons are just outright evil. And that's a accumulation of what evil is.
Yeah.
Your own daughters. And it's something that you just can't really comprehend. You know, it's really, really disheartening to find that. And I'm really happy that the Senate has passed a law that deferment is now life sentence, and 2 life sentences is what it's going to have. And I even pray that they should even bring more stringent law, as the death penalty should come on account of that, and maybe it will help really to stop some of these unheard of news that we keep hearing, especially as it concerns deferment. And not only that, coming from children, biological father, well, like I said, it's sacrilege to God and man.
And then I asked myself, where was the mother? Or where was the mother of these girls?
But she cannot be with them all round, you know. That's where the problem lies. She might have left them, gone to the market, gone to buy things.
She trusted him. And
this is the husband, this is their father.
So but the fact that it was neighbors that raised an alarm, that's why I'm asking, where exactly is the mother of
that
these
means
children?
Maybe the mother was not around before neighbors could raise the alarm.
I don't know.
But
this is sad. Yeah, a very sad story. And as reactions continue to pour in, the Enugu State Police have reassured the police that justice will be served and have urged parents and guardians to remain vigilant against any form of abuse. Well, this is a developing story, and once we get more updates on this, we'll definitely bring them to you. So away from that, I saw this very breaking news here on the internet. Nigeria is taking steps towards gaining greater control over social media platforms, particularly TikTok. Yeah, and so many persons might be like, oh, why? The Director General of National Information Technology Development Agency, Kashifu Inuwa Abdullah, has revealed that the government is working on ways to ensure that platforms like TikTok are used to promote digital skills and productivity, rather than just entertainment. According to him, the goal is not to stifle creativity or free expression, but to make sure that Nigerian users, especially the youth, can benefit economically and educationally from time they spend online. And this move has really raised conversations online, because so many persons are thinking that, is this not the usual social media regulation and control that we've been hearing about? Is this a good idea? Because in as much as they are making it seem like it's something that has to benefit the youth, but the youth are asking, I hope this is not some form of censorship, Mr. Michael.
Well, anyway, you know, we saw a similar approach being done in 2020, 2021,
yeah,
when under the leadership of former or late President Muhammadu Buhari, and he gave the international media space a whole lot to talk about. I hope it's not just a repeat of it. Because, rather than thinking of censorship, I call it censorship of the social media, they should think of better ways of helping to protect the social media rather than gagging it. In my own stand, it's quite unnecessary. It is not what they should be thinking about. They should think about creating jobs and making the social media space more comfortable for everybody to thrive and thrive with the rule of law, but not censorship. Censorship at the point in time is not what we need, but also an idea to help increase monies being made by those that are seeking to gain from social media.
Yeah, I know they're trying to censor most of these things to get on social media because, the social media these days is not really safe. You just go there, some persons just come, say certain things, and we heard cases that the government might turn it to anti-government censorship, and we do not want all of those happening. Well, to you watching, do you think the government have more say in social media platforms, how they operate in Nigeria, or should creators be left to control their own digital space? Well, drop your thoughts in the comment section of all our social media platforms, on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram at Atlantic Media and TV. Yes, away from that, so I saw this viral video making the rounds online showing a Nigerian man driving off with a police officer who allegedly entered his car without his permission. Well, let's see the footage.
It's not going to happen. This man open my motor when I'm driving, enter my motor. When I have original document, I have original driver license. This is the highway. Take Joshua. Let me see your name, sir. Let me come down. What is your name? You can't come down. You can't come down. This is criminal activist. They can be criminal. You are behaving like criminal. You can't enter my motor when I'm driving. When I did not park because I'm in the order. Let me come down. Yes, you can come down. This one is going to AIG. You are not going to come down, sir. You are not going to come. Why will you enter my motor when I'm driving? Why will you enter my motor when I'm driving? Look at his name. 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 Yes, I'm going to park. I'm going to park. Idiot. Come here, criminal. Thief.
This dramatic scene has since sparked mixed reactions, while some viewers are praising the drivers for standing up against harassment. Others say he may have gone too far and could face legal consequences. And I think he has to face it. Yes, I know when it comes to the police, everybody wants me to say, yeah, the police, we're against the police and all of that. But the truth is, I feel we, the citizens, need to be more civil. Because how then do you drive off when a police officer, an officer of the law, is in your car and then you're zooming off? Are you trying to kidnap the police officer? That is what I feel from this end, because that is totally out of it. And if the police officer had used the violence and all of that, and then we come out to say police brutality, how do you face these officers of the law? Mr. Michael?
Well, anyway, I'll take a different approach from what you said.
Okay.
A police officer doesn't have a right to open your car door and go to the back of your seat. He doesn't have that right.
Maybe he was trying to stop him and he didn't. He tried means.
Back of his seat.
Well, he tried every
means to stop the guy. The only way you can do it, if you want to stop, and we do know he doesn't have a firearm. If he doesn't want to stop, get his number. That's the best way to go. It's there in the Police Act. Not you opening his back seat and jumping into it. What is that? You don't do that. It's never done in any developed crime. And it's very, very wrong, and something that really needs a lot of investigation to go through. Yes.
But don't you think the driver was a bit rude?
But at the end, he parked.
Yeah, he did.
He parked. And he told him to park, and he stopped and parked. He only wanted to let him know, you do not have a right to open my door and come inside my car. And I feel that's what he did. But when he later stopped, he said, park. And he said, yes, I'll park. And he did. So he obeyed the law, but the truth was, you do not just stop a driver by telling him to stop. He wants to stop. He opened the back of the car, jump in, and definitely he will zoom off with the police officer.
Well, we are judging by this video, and this is just half side of the story.
Yeah, we'll definitely
did not see what happened from the beginning.
Yeah.
Probably he asked him to stop from the beginning.
Probably.
And the guy did not stop, and he entered the car just to stop the guy. Yeah, probably. Yes, I do not support police.
Do you know if he has every means of wanting to stop? We've lost many lives on account of police officer roughly trying to stop a driver, and at the end, he gets accident, kills persons that are not even part of it. It is wrong. You do not in every way try to stop a driver of a car The best thing you can do, if he doesn't stop, pick his number, report to the needed authorities, he'll be arrested. Simple and short.
Well, police authorities are yet to issue an official statement on the incident, but Nigerians online are already calling for clearer rules on how officers engage with civilians during routine checks. Yeah, I know that we need them to do better, but I still feel the citizens need to do better. We are just judging by this clip, and then this is who is giving us the clip, and he won't really want to do things that would put him at a disadvantage. And so this is what he wants us to see. We do not know. So we want investigations to go on and want to see the clearer truth of all of these things. So once we get more updates on this story, we'll definitely bring them to you. So away from that, yeah, Nigerian music star Jay Martins, real name Martins OK Justice E, is thanking God for life after surviving a ghastly car accident along Enugu-Aba Port Harcourt Expressway. A report said the artist's car suffered brake failure leading to a serious crash. Unfortunately, Jay Martins and others involved escaped with their lives, though the vehicle was badly damaged. In a post shared after the incident, Jay Martins expressed deep gratitude to God and his fans for their prayers and concern. The news has since sparked an outpouring of love and relief from across the entertainment industry. Well, I thank God for the survival. Thank God that it didn't actually end in tragedy. Yeah, it's a good thing that ended like this. And we wish him a quick recovery, and everybody involved in that accident, we wish them quick recovery. Mr. Michael, you want to say?
Well, yeah, Jay Martins, I could still remember that's how he pronounces his name or calls his name before every song. And you know, we're just really happy for you. I want you to live long and see how much you can contribute to the Nigerian music industry. And in all of that, our hearts are with you, our wishes, best wishes are with you. And we're happy that there was no loss of life, or definitely no one at the end was rushed to any hospital. We give God all the glory of that.
Yeah. So I wish him quick recovery and everybody involved. Yeah, away from that, Nigerian comedian and TV host Teju Oyelake, popularly known as Teju Babyface, is opening up about his experience living abroad, and it's got everyone talking. In a recent interview, Teju revealed that he actually regretted moving to the United States, describing the relocation as a journey filled with unexpected challenges and moments of deep reflection. He shared that while life abroad often looks glamorous from afar, the reality can be very different, from cultural adjustment to the struggle of starting over in a new environment. Teju emphasized that his experience taught him valuable lessons about contentment, purpose, and staying true to one's calling, whether in Nigeria or elsewhere in the world. So this is actually a reminder that life might not actually be greener outside, Mr. Michael.
Well, anyway, it's one I'm happy he has come to realize himself.
Yeah.
You know, Teju, if he was still in Nigeria, would have been, he was a household name when it comes to the entertainment and comedy sector in Nigeria. And all of a sudden, we just saw him vamoose. We never knew he jackpot. But now he has gone, he has jackpot, and now he's now facing the reality of life. You know, starting afresh, especially when you are having nothing to hold on to, is always so difficult. I will feel if Teju was right here in Nigeria, he would have been one of the first top 5 entertainers when it comes to comedy of our time. And he would have even been well honored, and he would be going abroad and coming at will and still enjoy life as it should be. But you know, that's why we need to sit down, critically examine some decisions we take before taking them. Yes, it's not all that glitters that is gold. And sometimes what you see outside is not what happens here.
Yeah.
That's the honest truth. So before taking such leap of faith, always sit down, analyze the risk factor, see the gains that will come before jumping the gun. But well, for me, Teju, honestly, I felt you would have done better here. I felt you would have made more money being here rather than taking that journey to no man's land and at the end where you are.
Most times I ask myself, some persons that are really doing better here, most times they just want to leave. What exactly are you looking for? If you're going there on vacation and all of that, yeah, that's cool. But just feeling like you want to jackpot like the word, but it doesn't really add up for me. If you're making it here, stay back here, invest here, do all the things you can do in your fatherland, because life is not often greener on the other side. Like they said, not all that glitters are gold. So you might feel like, okay, so many persons are really making it there. I think I was having this discussion with somebody of recent, and I told him, I said, most times I feel the job, the labor, and all of that, like the hustle, like we call it, outside there is double what you do here in the country, because you want to try to meet up with all of your bills and all of that. Okay, just imagine some persons outside there are doing jobs like washing of toilets and all of that. But here in the country, they would say, no, I can't wash toilets. But they do that outside. Then why then do you say
you're
life
talking
is
about the
greener?
dignity of labor.
Yes, life is greener on the other side. When you know that the hustle, the struggle and all of that over there is double. Some persons do up to 4 or 5 jobs just to meet up with all of these bills. But here in Nigeria, you just stick with one job and you try to just manage yourself around, and then you still want to live well. I don't know what to say, but just know that not all that glitters are gold. The fact that that person is always sending money home and you feel, abroad, they have trees that they pluck money from. My sister, when you get there, you will hustle to make your ends meet.
And do you know one funny thing? If I were him, rather than going there, you would have been going for shows there, tours there.
Yeah.
And you'd be making your money and still coming back to, get that satisfaction of, oh yeah, I'm in a career I really love, and I'm making my impact and creating a niche for myself, especially as it concerns the comedy and entertainment industry. That's what he would have done, rather than just going and nobody still remembers, oh, Teju Babyface, come on.
Well,
it's not the right
I
job
still
or the best
remember you
decision
though.
he took. Yeah.
I still remember you. Well, I really hope he'll be able to pick up from where he dropped, where he stopped and all of that. I really wish him best of luck. Well, such an interesting day here in the studio today. I had fun. I had a super amazing time. Well, this is where we have to wrap it up on Trending on Viewpoints on Atlantic TV. Once again, I remain Mercy Erabo. Do well to engage with us on all our social media platforms, on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram at Atlantic Media and TV. See you same time tomorrow for another great edition. Do have a blessed day.
Well, anyway, I'm Mike Egobadia. I'll tell you to have a great midweek, and let's see how I'll do this same time come tomorrow, right here on Atlantic TV. Bye for now.